This series of videos, part of the AiPaShan series, will present some of my favourite hiking locations in northeast Taiwan. Unlike the hiking trail introductions, I won't go into much detail on the actual hiking trails, but rather just give a brief description and visual presentation of some of my favourite locations. This first one, Wufenshan or Mount Wufen, is a peak located on the northern boundary of New Taipei's Pingxi district, and you can just see it here on the left of the horizon in this photo taken from far to the southeast. And here's a closer view from Banpingshan, which lies to the northeast. At 557 meters above sea level, Wufenshan is the highest peak in the area, and the weather radar station close to the summit makes it easy to spot from a long way off in any direction. There are a number of hiking trails leading to the summit. Here I'll just present an overview and not go into any of them in detail, so this map is just presented for your reference. In this video, I'll just cover the area which I've highlighted, including the weather station road and the upper part of the Shifenliao trail, which strictly speaking is actually called the Wufenshan trail within the highlighted area, and the views you can expect there. Bear in mind though that the northeast of Taiwan has the wettest and most unpredictable weather in Taiwan. Especially in the mountainous areas, having good weather is often a matter of luck. All the highlighted area is over 500 meters above sea level, so it tends to be a few degrees cooler than sea level, or most urban districts. The fastest way to get to the summit of Wufenshan is, of course, by road. If you're coming from Taipei, after travelling to New Taipei's Pingxi district, you take Highway 106, which is the main Reifang-Pingxi road, in the direction of Reifang. Just before you reach the highest point along this road, you'll see a turn-off to your left, and this is the Wufenshan Weather Station Road, which takes you to within 5 or 10 minutes of either the summit or the pavilion. Here I'm about halfway along that road and off to a shaky start, as this was not filmed with an action camera attached to my motorbike, but with me holding my simple point-and-shoot camera in my left hand while controlling the throttle with my right. This middle section is quite flat and heavily wooded. Of course you can also hike this road, and many people do, but outside of weekends and public holidays there is usually very little traffic on this road, and not many hikers either. As you can probably hear, it's often pretty windy up here near the summit, as this is the highest peak for a long way around. There are often excellent views of the northeast coast from this road, and views towards the south as well. The mountain itself lies to the west of this road, so that's the only direction you can't see in from the road. There's the weather station. Here, near the end of the road, you find the trail leading to the pavilion, or onto the West Peak, or all the way to Shifenliao if you like. The views from here can be pretty stunning too. All these photos, by the way, are in the public domain and can be downloaded and reused without restriction from a number of sites on the internet, a couple of which are linked to from my own site, alixlee.com. There's a map of the main trail provided at this location. Let's take a look at the first 5 or 10 minutes of it, up to the summit and the pavilion.
So 这个步道差不多5分钟就可以到凉亭。而左边是真正的山顶。就是在这里上去。那我很久都没有来，所以怕要整理步道，对，草很多，要花一点时间整理。
Unfortunately, there isn't much to see at the actual summit, which is a pity because if the vegetation was cleared just a little and an observation platform built, you would have 360-degree views of much of northeast Taiwan. Wufenshan is marginally higher than any other peak within about 20 kilometers. But this is also the route to the southeast side trail, which I'll cover in detail in a later video. So that's another reason why I touch on it here.
哇塞，整个台北盆地都可以看得到。整个基隆市。
The trail from Shifenliao to Wufenshan begins in the former mining town of Shifen or Shifenliao, and is the best maintained trail, and also the most popular. The trail starts near the Coal Mine Museum. The lower part of the trail tends to be very lush. I began hiking this trail regularly 25 years ago, and at that time I often had to hack away at the vegetation to get to the summit. But now that task is regularly carried out by local government. The entire trail consists of concrete steps, so it appears to be one trail, but in fact the Shifenliao trail officially only goes as far as the small land god altar known as Fude Gong or Fude Temple. The upper part of the trail is the Wufenshan trail, and that's what I'll introduce visually here. Because Wufenshan mostly consists of a ridge, rather than being a triangular type mountain, the weather can often be quite unusual, with a sea of mist on either one side of the ridge or the other, sometimes both. Here the mist was rising from the south, but the north was completely clear.